Hey everybody, this is Tim Bentley and we are in the circle with WOG, and I'm excited to introduce to you somebody that I've known for quite some time. Tell us your first name.
Hi, I'm Jen.
Jen, tell me, how long have you been a Wogger?
I think I showed up, I believe it was the fall of 2009.
Oh my goodness, what were you doing in 2009?
I was running with this group of a bunch of ragtag people headed up by this crazy dude named Jenn Garcia. He had this thing called Tuesday Night Running Club.
And so tell me, what do you do right now here in Tucson?
I work at the University of Arizona. I'm an event coordinator for the College of Optical Sciences.
What did you do before?
I worked for Lowe's Ventana Canyon Resort, and I did off-property events for clients.
I'm going to circle back to that, but I want to know where you're from.
Originally from Colorado. I'm a farm girl.
Farm girl, and where did you grow up in Colorado?
Colorado Springs.
So you moved here. When did you move here?
I moved here in 1991.
So tell me what Tucson was like in 1991.
Tucson was weird. It was a much smaller town mentality when I got here. Downtown was not what it is now. I like to tell people that when I moved here, downtown was the place you would go to get stabbed. And that was pretty much the value of downtown Tucson.
I tell people you went downtown if you were looking to get in trouble. Do you remember what's always the bar or the club that you remember?
I knew you were going to ask this.
From downtown Tucson.
So, yeah, I kind of had an affection for goth music, synth pop, that kind of thing. So there was this place called the Fine Line, but it was amazing.
What is your Fine Line era? Because my Fine Line era is 83 to 87 or 88.
I actually started going there in around like late fall of 1991.
What was your vibe? So tell me. So you said you were goth a little bit. What does that mean? What does that mean to the kids that were born in 95?
I had a lot of friends call me bubblegum goth, even though I was kind of not the your typical emotive gothy girl. I could pretty much look the part. Just a lot more eyeliner back then. And I only owned black clothes. That was the only thing I owned was black clothes.
You went to high school in Colorado Springs.
Mm-hmm.
Were you an athlete there? Did you play sports? What did you do?
No. The only athletic thing I did was pom-poms. So I was on the pom-pom squad.
Okay.
So I would go to games with my pom-pom squad. We'd spell out Doherty with our pom-poms.
And so when did you realize that when you had started running, that running was your thing? Running was going to be your thing?
You know, it was not my thing until I started doing it in a group. And the best part is, after we would run, we would go out for beers.
So then you started running and then you got fast. I'll tell people this. I always know that I'm in good shape when I can keep up with Jen. Tell me what your favorite race in Tucson is.
My absolute favorite is the Sunrise at Old Tucson. Running through the desert, and you're in Old Tucson, and you're going up Hoop Hill, and...
So that's your favorite race. Tell me what your best race is, the one that you're most proud of, or the one that you said, that's my best race.
My best race is the Spring Cross. I actually won the Masters division, Women's Masters, that 1 year.
So what kind of running are you doing these days?
Struggle running. It's hard because for me, running is a social thing, and that's when I really put all of my effort in, is when I'm with friends and we're pushing each other, and there's just something that's very satisfying when you're doing something with a group.
So you have quite a background in concert promotion and concert management. Yes. Tell me some of the big names you've managed or promoted their concert, your top three.
My number one favorite one to work with was a group. It was the B-52s. My second favorite is Kenny Rogers. True gentleman. He's good times and great stories. And then I think my third favorite was Marvin Young, also known as Young MC. it was at a Miami Heat game. That particular gig, he actually did a shout out to me in the middle of Bust a Move.
What's your top 3 concerts?
Oh my goodness. Always, forever will be Depeche Mode. Second, U2. I love U2.
Duh.
Third, They Might Be Giants.
You can choose one, and then one you got to throw it in the trash. Bauhaus or The Cure?
I would have to go with The Cure. To keep.
In Excess or the Boomtown Rats?
Oh, I would still keep In Excess.
So something in high school or maybe before you moved to Tucson that we would not know about you.
Gosh, I'm like an open book. I think everybody knows everything about me. Oh, I could tell you this. My girlfriends and I used to skip school quite often. We'd go to the Air Force Academy and we'd watch the cadets do PT.
Because you wanted to learn some new workouts? Is that why? You wanted to see
Yes. Yeah. We wanted to learn some new workouts.
On a more serious note, what do you want to tell your fellow Woggers?
Keep up the running, and when we all get back together, I expect to have a nice post cookies and milk beers.
That's a deal.
All right.
There you go, Woggers. That's the deal. So, Jenn, thank you so much for joining us in the circle. My WOG friends, that's Jenn Garcia. We'll be back next time for more In the Circle with WOG. Have a good time, everybody. See ya.
All right. Thanks, Tim.